1,600 Americans still missing in the jungles of Southeast Asia, a full 50 years after the Vietnam War.
But a Boise man has made it his personal goal to travel back to those countries to help find the men and women who never came home. Here's Don Nelson.
They look like archaeological digs.
They use shovels, hand shovels, and screens, and they pick up dirt, move them by a bucket line to a screen, shake it, and look for artifacts, human remains, anything.
What they're looking for are answers and closure. A Boise man has made it his personal mission to help families of POWs and those missing in action from the Vietnam War. Mark Stevenson's father, evading enemy fire, crashed in the jungles of North Vietnam in 1967, listed as MIA. His body not returned until some 20 years later.
We see the families at the annual meetings. Many times they're just grateful, ask questions, what did we see, get the feeling. It is, the feeling I get from it is tremendous satisfaction that we are helping them find their missing loved one.
Knowing the odds are slim, Stevenson and his team tediously combed through sites where previous evidence was found.
One particular site was a two-member crew, RF-4C. The pilot's remains had been found. They had been washed to the bottom of a gully, and they were looking for the remains of the weapons operator in the back seat.
At another site, a surprising discovery, a metal hook from a soldier's parachute.
That particular piece of equipment was on the navigator's body. So if he had ejected, it would have been with him. So that means he got out of the airplane. Or if it was in the crash site, he died in the crash, it would have been next to his body, and that may be the only artifact of any personal survival gear that the family may get.
But time is not on their side because traces of the war are being bulldozed by progress, like the notorious Hanoi Hilton prisoner of war camp, where American soldiers were held captive and tortured.
There's development that's going on in several areas, including dams being built, parking lots being built, so we're running out of time. Eventually, there will be nothing.
Some families understandably are tired of battling the frustration, but for Stevenson and all the search teams, the battle for answers never stops.
A man or woman puts on the uniform, promises are made. They serve their country, they make those sacrifices, and their families make sacrifices as well. So if something goes wrong, we need to bring that man home, and we also need to take care of his family, to give them as much information as possible, and at some point in time, return those remains.
It's good to see that they're not forgotten, and certainly a true patriot right there.
Don Nelson reporting for us.